Looking to pay tribute to a cause, one that will last a lifetime, we may have an idea for those who don't mind a little ink and a needle.
And Lisa and I are in the kitchen again today with a challenge. It's a little different kind of challenge, but it's a challenge nonetheless.
Summer may be over, but Ocean City is gearing up for their second season, the fall. Coming up, a preview of Sunfest 2012.
And it's Friday, and Nate Clendenin and the Saltwater String Band take to the Del Mar Life stage. Del Mar Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Del Mar Live from historic Studio D.
And as always, we'd like to welcome our studio audience. Thanks for joining us today.
They weren't that wacky a little while ago, so we don't know how this show's going to turn out. Just wanted to give you a little heads up here.
They're just warming up.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, it's a special day in Wicomico County, actually a special night. Of course, Relay for Life is tonight in Wicomico County, and that's our first hot topic today. This is an event that we had Relay for Life Chair Jen Walker come in and talk about not too long ago. It's at Arthur W. Purdue Stadium starting at 6 p.m. And of course, WBOC is a proud sponsor. You want to head out for this. You want to get out there, and a lot of activities. If you are not on a Relay for Life team, it's okay.
Right.
Just come out and enjoy the festivities. They have the Survivors Walk. They have games. They have so much going on. It really is a good time.
Yeah.
And take the family.
Yeah.
So I know that's where I'm going to be tonight in about 2 hours, actually.
Not too long from now, huh?
Yeah.
So you got your hands
6
full.
p.m. Shorebird Stadium in Salisbury.
Stop by and say hi to everybody. For those of you who are country music listeners of the older variety.
I like how you weigh your words.
I'm trying. I'm not getting very far here.
We can say classic country
music. Classic country. Let's go with that. Who remembers Mel Tillis? Yes?
I do.
You guys remember? Okay.
He's the one who stuttered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When he was talking, he would stutter, but when he started singing, it was the most wonderfully smooth voice. It was terrific. And if I remember correctly, he said at one point he thought that was because of the rhythm of the music. It helped him straighten everything. And the reason I'm bringing that up is there is a new University of Pittsburgh study that says walking to a beat could help Parkinson's patients, like Muhammad Ali, Michael J. Fox. They both have Parkinson's. And this research study says when Parkinson's patients walk to a beat, it helps slow down the tremors and the shaking. And this kind of metronome-like, it can be sound, it can be something you see, something you feel. It can help with other illnesses or diseases like that. Yeah. So I found that absolutely fascinating.
But it's not surprising to me because, I mean, our heartbeat is a beat. It's a rhythm. You know, everything, music is just so important to us. So why not use it? You know, we have music therapy. That's what my daughter is studying in college right now. So yeah. I am not surprised at all, but that's pretty interesting.
I guess this is a whole new thing to me. I hadn't caught up with all this. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Do you remember when we talked about, in fact, we had Sheriff Mike Lewis in here, I think, at one point, where we were talking about the problems in Wicomico County with drug abuse actually being a lot of, generally kids is what we're talking about, abusing the drugs that are in their own medicine cabinet, either old drugs that were out of date or they weren't completely taken. And so they started the drug take-back program where you can turn in these drugs. They've got 4 permanent boxes set up now. I believe it's in Fruitland, in Del Mar, there's one at the Sheriff's Office, and there's one at the Salisbury Police Department. The one at the Salisbury Police Department, in only 3 weeks, they took back 90 pounds worth of medications.
With the medications.
Yeah, so if you've got some and you want to turn them back, you're not going to use them, or they're old.
And not just the narcotics or the things that kids can get a hold of. You also, you know, if you didn't finish your course of antibiotics, which you're supposed to, but if you didn't, this is a great way to get rid of them because you don't want to flush them. You don't want that in our sewer system or in your septic system because it gets in the water supply.
Bad thing.
So interesting. I'm glad they have that.
Yes.
You're a dog owner.
I am.
Are you a responsible dog owner?
I am.
Yeah.
And I will say that with pride. Yes, absolutely. We train our dogs carefully.
Yeah. Well, they're tomorrow in Salisbury's Dog Ownership Day. This is sponsored by the Salisbury, Maryland Kennel Club. It's going on from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Kennel Club in Salisbury. And what this means is, you know, back in the 80s, the AKC started working on ways to show communities that there is no such thing as a, quote, dangerous dog. It's just how people
train them
or don't train them.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what they did was they came up with this, and I want to make sure I say this right, they came up with this Canine Good Citizenship Program. And basically what that means is you have an AKC trained certified trainer, come and basically work with you and your dog and certify your dog as a good citizen.
Yeah, they run you through specifics, and there is a test. Your dog has to pass the test. You know, can you sit, stay? Can I walk away from you when I put you in a sit? When I come back to you, are you going to shy away? What are you going to do? And once you get the certification, you can actually go on to becoming a therapy dog if you want to visit nursing homes and things like that. But the Good Citizenship, Canine Good Citizenship certificate is a very important thing to have.
And tomorrow for the dog ownership day, the responsible dog ownership day, they're going to have all kinds of events at the Kennel Club. They're going to have agility demonstrations. They're going to have demonstrations of, you know, the canines with the bulletproof, stab-proof vests.
Yeah.
All kinds of good stuff, and it's fun for the whole family. So you might want to head out to that tomorrow.
Do you remember when we had, I forgot his name. He was from UMES talking about the possibility of the football program coming back, said they were going to start this study to see if they could, was it Mike? Was that what it was? And he was telling me?
I'm drawing a blank, I'm sorry.
I know, I got to apologize. But we were talking about whether or not UMES could get football to come back. The study came back, like a $35,000 study. It said, it was released just yesterday afternoon and said, yes, indeed, UMES football could come back. It will take an ambitious financial support to get the program started, because it's like $21 million to build the facilities, to qualify. My call, that's who it was. Thank you, Annie.
That's right.
You've got to have Title IX, which in other words, you've got to have a balance of gender sports. So in other words, if they bring back the football program, they have to have 3 female sports programs. But it's possible, like $3.7 million, I think, to support it annually. So can we show a couple of these pictures here? Because these are some great pictures. It was suspended in '79 because the economy was just going nuts and they couldn't afford it anymore. I think their heyday excuse me, was in 1946. Between 46 and 1968, they compiled a record of 141, 29, and 7.
Wow.
So this could be an exciting thing if they can make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be the test.
Now, Art Shell, isn't he?
Art Shell's involved too, yes.
Yes, isn't he a graduate of UMES?
Yeah.
Or somehow involved?
There's some big names came out of that college.
Yeah.
Wonderful place.
Awesome. I hope it happens. Hey, if you're in Kent County, the new Dover Library, Public Library, is now open. And you no doubt recognize Delaware's First Lady, Carla Markell, alongside Delaware Governor Jack Markell. But they're not the important ones in this picture. The little girl on the left is important. She is from South Dover Elementary School. Her name is Kayla Waweru, and she checked out the first book.
Did she really? Good job, Kayla. Thank you. Thank you.
The brand new public library would be an anchor not just to downtown Dover, but all of Kent County. Local and state officials said yesterday.
That's good stuff. So wonderful. Be sure to stop by. Great place.
All right. We had some folks on the show probably about a month ago. Okay. Remember the, was he 90, 91 years old?
91, yes.
91-year-old Skipjack. We called him Dad. He was a captain. We called him Daddy.
Call him Daddy.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about the heritage Skipjack races in Cambridge that are going on this weekend. Just want to remind you. Yeah. Here's some pictures from some past races. It's on the Chop Tank River. It's free to watch. You can, you know, go on the banks and watch these races. Tonight, actually, they're going to have a reception for captains and crew members for people to meet them. It's at Jimmy and Sook's. That's happening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight, but the actual race is tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, it's something that it looks like the weather is going to be good.
Yes, yes. I think cloudy maybe, but that's really about it. It's going to be nice and warm. It's going to be a great day. Go out and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about this. I already told you this story, but I have to share this story. This I got from, there is a blog called The Pocomo Guy, and this is where I got this story. I guess there was not an armed robbery, but a burglary in Melfa, Virginia, in Accomack County. And someone came home and they found their house was in disarray and there were some things missing. But they noticed there was an open can of Dr. Pepper sitting out. What does that have to do with anything? Well, it turns out that Anna Crutchley was the person they accused of breaking into this home and stealing things. I guess the family was familiar with them. Yeah, kind of like an acquaintance. And she claimed she was coming back to get a hand sander that she They never gave back, but a lot of other stuff was missing. So they accused her of it, but they didn't have proof until Accomack CSI came in.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, they actually took the can, because apparently when she went in there, she went in and while she was, you know, robbing the place, because she's pled guilty to it, while she was robbing the place, she decided to have a Dr. Pepper, but she left it there. So they used DNA swabs to actually connect Miss Crutchley to the theft.
She took her Dr. Pepper and drank it while she was going through the house.
She took the Dr. Pepper from the house.
Oh, from them too? Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. So she pled guilty to this. She was busted, and she is...
And confessed.
And scheduled for sentencing next week.
We'll keep you up to date on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, you've heard of walks to show support for March of Dimes, but up next we'll tell you how to get involved in a different way, and this one lasts a lifetime.
Plus, who hasn't found it tough to pull the kids away from the computer or the TV? Well, not anymore. There's a few ideas to get them outside for some fresh air and some fun. Delmarva Life, live at its best here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.